every young person in every pocket of the world that paid attention to this movie, you are the reason why this movie is as successful as it is, with or without any of us. And so I thought, what can I do to give back, to give more of whatever that is, whatever that magic, that thing that High School Musical did, how can I do more of that for you? So I came up with this idea to start a talk show centered around youth and youth issues solely. And it's called Gimme Mo, like my t-shirt. And Gimme Mo, I decided to start on the internet. And the reason why I did that was because I didn't want any young person in any part of the world to be excluded, really. Because a lot of times things happen, and they happen in the U.S., and then they eventually make their way to other parts of the world. And I didn't want it to be that way. I wanted it to be something that from the very beginning, no matter how far away or how close you were, you knew that when I said youth, I was talking about you. That I wasn't just talking specifically about American youth. So I decided to launch this website, Gimme Mo, with the intention of empowering youth through entertainment. So I interview celebrities, I post different articles and videos. Oh, thanks so much. From things like, YouTube. And basically the point of the website is to really just take things that we are already exposed to and that we already see every day and give us an opportunity to answer our own questions and decide for ourselves how we feel about the things that are going on around us. So that's kind of what I did after High School Musical. How the heck did I get here, and what does the United Nations have to do with any of it? Well, at the same time that I was launching this website, the UN was also launching their International Year of Youth. Go figure. Well, I was lucky enough to get to do the closing remarks at Youth Day last year, which was on August 12th. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so me, I couldn't believe that the theme of the year was dialogue and mutual understanding, and that I had just created a platform for dialogue and mutual understanding, and this was the United Nations, and it stands for human rights and all these things I believe in. Oh my God! So I'm sitting there on the front row sweating bullets, because that's what I do when I get really nervous. I start sweating and talking really fast. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could do this. I could really do this, but I didn't know how. I thought, it's the United Nations. Obviously, they have everything figured out. They're our largest international organization. They lead the way. But I didn't know that there was actually a place for me. So that's why I call what happens in the next few months my divine appointment. Because instead of kind of changing courses, what I did was I kept doing what I was doing. And I just tried to find any way that I could be a part of this greater movement. And by November, they took notice, and they appointed me the first ever youth champion to the United Nations for the International Year of Youth. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is a position that has never existed before. This is an opportunity for me to fulfill all of these dreams and aspirations that I have. And how am I going to do that? What am I supposed to do? And so this last 6 months, or this last 4 months, is just that. I felt like I can't represent the youth of the world sitting in LA. That's lame. This is about so much more than just me and my life or American youth. And so I embarked on a 6-month world trip, which is what I'm doing right now, where I'm traveling to all different regions. I've been all over Southeast Asia. So I've been to Australia, I've been to Indonesia, Manila, I've been to Bangladesh, India, Bangkok, Beijing, Tokyo, and then I've been to Greece and then parts of Africa, Nairobi and Joburg, and then I just left Finland, and now I'm here. I'm going to Brussels, France, Italy, or just all over Europe, and then next month I'm going to South America and then going back to the U.S. So it's a very long journey, and in each place I speak to young people, I listen to what you feel like the issues are facing youth in your particular region, and then I'm taking all this information and bringing it back to the UN, and hopefully, God bless you, and hopefully turning it into something that really can have some sort of a global impact. So that is how I got from High School Musical to Lund, and I would love for us to actually just engage in a dialogue. And this can go a couple of different ways. We can start by breaking the ice if you have any burning questions on your heart, something that you just have to know. And then before I leave, as it was stated, I am only going to 2 schools in Sweden, and this is one of them. So what you say today is what I get to walk away with as an impression of Sweden. And so when you speak and when you ask questions and when you offer up your opinion or your ideas, you're not just speaking on behalf of yourself, but you're actually speaking on behalf of those young people that I'm not going to get a chance to meet. So think about that as you form your thoughts. So I think if there are any burning questions, I'd like to start with some questions, and then I'll turn it around and give you guys an opportunity to just share some things that I can take back with.